Hello. So I am someone who loves trivia, loves learning new random facts, all of that. So today I want to tell you about what I call accidental learning games. And those are games that they have educational information in them and like text on the cards, but the game itself is awesome and you don't need to read any of that if you don't want to. And they're not games that are teaching you something for a purpose, because I've worked in different educational settings where there's like therapy games and educational games, and they tend to be lacking on the gameplay. These are games that are just awesome to play, but you can also learn some really cool stuff if you're into that. So first up, let's go to Japan. In this game, you are planning a 7-day vacation to Japan, and you are going to all the different sites and places, and the cards are going to tell you about these places so that if you want to learn more about Japan or ever actually end up going to Japan, you may already have some ideas of things you want to see and do because of this game. So, love this one. Next up is World's Fair 1893, and this is right in the title. It's all about the World's Fair that took place in 1893, and the cards tell you about the people who were in attendance and the different events that were there and things that were going on. I love this game. I think it's really fun to play. I don't see it talked about enough, and I do think it is a really solid game, and I love learning about that. I think the World's Fairs are fascinating, and this is a great game. Next up, we have Genotype. And this is, if you remember in high school biology, learning about the Punnett square and how genes are passed on from dominant and recessive. That was figured out with pea plants and Mendelian genetics. Never thought I would have a game about that, but I do. And this is really solid gameplay. It is a tight game. Your resources are very difficult. Like, you have to manage everything well to do well at this game. And it is just a fantastic game. And there's a lot of information in it if you want to learn that too. Next up, we have Finspan, which you could include Wingspan in this as well, but Finspan was easier for me to get off my shelf. On all of the fish cards, or in Wingspan, all of the bird cards, there's information about them. It tells you where they live, things like that. So I love knowing that. I think it's really cool, and these are excellent games to play. If you ever want to know my opinion on all three of the Span games, let me know. I can do a video on that because I have played them all, and I do have thoughts. Finally is Trekking Through History. Now, this is the third in a series of games. There's Trekking the National Parks, Trekking the World, and Trekking Through History. All three are great. Trekking Through History is my personal favorite, and you can learn a lot about a ton of different events, and they're not just the common events that we tend to see brought up a lot, but there's a lot of things that I have never heard of before, and really love the flavor text on the back of the cards. Again, if you're not interested in that, it does not get in your way of gameplay at all, but if you do like it, then there's a lot of really cool information. Same with the other two trekking games. They all have great information. So those are 5 of my accidental learning games. I would love to know, what games do you think fit into that category? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.